Hello everyone, welcome to Come Sit at My Table. We are Tom and Melissa and we're really happy that you've joined us for this video. We're going to make a really easy side dish today. We're going to make banana salad. Now if you're like me, you'd probably never heard of banana salad. But this one is delicious, and while we're fixing it, I'm going to tell you where I got the recipe. First, let's start by talking about what you're going to need. This one is so simple, guys. You need 3 tablespoons of either Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. Either one works fine. I'm using Miracle Whip today, but mayonnaise works just as well. So 3 tablespoons of that. 3 tablespoons of white sugar. And 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar, helps this recipe by keeping the bananas from turning. We all know that when you slice a banana, you peel it and slice it, it immediately starts to kind of turn brown. As soon as the air hits it, it starts changing. But if you put it in an acidic solution, lemon juice, vinegar, anything that's acidic like that, orange juice, it coats that banana and prevents it from turning so quickly. So the vinegar is essential in this recipe. Then you're going to need 5 bananas. You don't want green bananas because they're just too hard and they don't have much flavor. But you really don't want overripe bananas either. You don't want them when they've already started to turn brown and they're a little soft and mushy. You want ripe bananas, but you want them somewhere between those green ones and the brown ones. So 5 bananas. Now I'm going to start making the dressing and then we'll talk about this recipe. So all I'm going to do is add my Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, whichever one you decide, the sugar and the vinegar to my bowl. And you know, if you're like me, you're probably thinking, well, that's not much dressing for 5 bananas. And I thought the same thing. When I first got this recipe, I thought, there's no way. That's just not enough dressing for all those bananas. I think I'm going to switch to a whisk. I think that'll break it up a little easier. You just want this smooth. Just, try to get the lumps of the mayonnaise or Miracle Whip out of there. You don't want lumps in it. You want it to be smooth so it can coat those bananas. So just whisk it up a little bit. All right, and we'll set that to the side. Now we have to slice our bananas. So we'll just take each banana, open it up, and start slicing it. So let me tell you the story while I'm slicing these bananas about where this recipe comes from. Years ago, years and years and years ago, we were at a church potluck. And, if I go through a potluck, especially at church, and I see something that I've never had before, I'm going to take it. I'm going to put these banana peels in my compost bin. By the way, one of our children gave us that for Christmas, and that was a great gift. We use it all the time because we love to put things in our compost pile. Anyway, we were at this church potluck, and I picked up this banana salad. I didn't even know what it was, really. I just knew it was bananas. And bananas just happened to be my very favorite fruit. So we went over and sat down at a large table. Our church has these big round tables that we use for potlucks. And we were sitting with some friends. And I kept eating this banana salad. And I'm telling you, it just was delicious. I couldn't get over how good it was, and I'd never had it, never even heard of it. So finally, I made a comment about the banana salad. And I said, did anyone else get this banana salad? It is absolutely fantastic. I don't know who brought it, but I'd sure like to have the recipe. Well, our friend Tammy was sitting at the table with us, and she kind of chuckled and said, I brought that. And I said, you're kidding? You've been hiding this recipe from me all these years? And she said, it is so easy, you won't believe it. There's nothing to it. So she told me what to do. I don't know if I typed it into my phone or if I found a piece of paper and wrote it down, but anyway, I brought that recipe home with me. And we have really enjoyed it over the years. It's just a really simple and delicious salad. The thing is, this is bananas. And because it's bananas, it really needs to be used the day you make it. Now, will it last in the refrigerator? Yes, it will. But if you keep it, then the next day it's going to be a little softer. It's not going to be quite as firm. And the dressing will get just a little bit runny, a little bit watery. But we have had leftovers, put them in the refrigerator, and eaten them the next day, and it's been fine. So you certainly can do that. There's no problem with that, but it just won't have the same thickness, and the bananas might be just a hair softer. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands. Get those bananas off of me. So, that's it. I mean, that's it. Look at this. You just want to make sure you stir it gently and get some of that dressing on every piece. If you have pieces that are stuck together like this, just make sure you kind of get them apart so that they can get dressing. You want that vinegar on every single piece of banana. And I'm telling you, you'll be tempted to increase the dressing amount because you think 3 tablespoons sugar, 3 tablespoons of vinegar, and 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip just can't be enough. But I promise you it is. You can look at that right there and see that every piece is coated, and there's still some dressing down in there. So it's very easy to do. It's very quick. Now, let me give you a little tip. If you are taking this somewhere, like to a potluck or a cookout or a picnic, the best thing to do is to make the dressing ahead of time. Go ahead and mix your Miracle Whip, your sugar, and your vinegar. Put that in a bowl, put a lid on it. Take it in a cooler that's got some ice or ice packs to keep it chilled. And take your bananas with you unpeeled. Leave them peeled. And then when you're ready to eat, when you're ready to serve your dish, just peel your bananas quickly, slice them into the dressing, and stir it up. Now, because this has mayonnaise or a Miracle Whip in it, you don't want to let it sit out for very long. So, if, after everyone has served themselves, you'll want to put that back in your cooler or in a refrigerator so that it stays safe. But this is really good to take to potlucks or cookouts. People really do like it. And you don't have to tell them how easy it was. So, let's do a little taste test. Baby, you want a bite?
I'd love a bite.
Okay. Get you a piece right there. Make sure there's dressing on it.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. What do you think?
That's very good.
Good as always?
As always.
It's crazy how good this is. For it to be so simple, it's delicious. And like I said, for me, bananas are the king of fruit. My favorite. All right. Thank you for joining us for this short, easy recipe. We hope you try it and we hope you love it. It's really good. If you would, we would really appreciate if you'd go right below this video and give us a thumbs up. That just says you liked our video. And if you haven't already, please go over on this side right below the video and click that subscribe button. You'll see a box that says subscribe. And right beside of it, there's a little notification bell. If you'll click that bell and the word all, that just allows you to join our channel. And that notification bell allows you to get a notification every time we add a new video, so you'll see them. And then, of course, if you would share the video, there's a share button right below. That would help us too, because then your friends and family would see us on your social media. So that would help us, and we would appreciate you doing that. As always, Melissa will go right below this video in the description box. You'll see the title. It'll say banana salad. And in that box where you see the title of the video, if you'll click in that box will open and the written recipe will be right there. Melissa does that for every one of our recipes, so you don't have to try to write it down as we go or try to remember it. It's written right there for you so you can see it. And as always, we appreciate your sweet comments. Melissa spends hours every time we're in the car driving, every night before we go to bed. She gets online and tries to respond to all the comments we've received. So we really do appreciate those. We thank you for being so kind. All right. As always, we want you to remember that you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Have a great day.